In an alternate future timeline, our heroes are left stranded on their own to face off against a seemingly unbeatable opponent in Vegito Rose, and the fate of the entire multiverse rides on Goku and Vegeta's plan to somehow defeat this dangerous enemy. As on the previous manga chapter, Goku and Vegeta find themselves on the receiving end of a beatdown as neither of them were able to put a dent in Vegito Rose. That is, until right now, with Goku and Vegeta also using the Potara earrings and fusing to create Vegito Blue. As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and are a fan of anime and Dragon Ball, then don't forget to go ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single upload. And if you guys are enjoying the Dragon Ball fan mangas, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up and check out all of the latest Dragon Ball fan mangas created by the community for the community, in which the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist will be located down in the description box below, as we kick off the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Dark Future Gods manga chapter number 3 special, with the entire landscape and city in the future having to be destroyed due to the end result battle of Vegito Rose versus Vegito Blue, as we later get to notice a figure that seemingly enough resembles Vegito Rose go crashing through several buildings as the entire landscape is being decimated due to the overwhelming power that Vegito Rose and Vegito Blue are putting out. As later on we get to see how Vegito Blue and Vegito Rose are going toe-to-toe in battle, punch after punch, kick after kick. It seemingly enough looks like Vegito Rose and Vegito Blue are even when it comes to strength, power, speed, and of course durability, because it looks like each time one of them gets the upper hand on the other quickly flips the table and turns the fight against the other, as of course the fight does look to be a back and forth contest rather than one individual having to have the upper hand on the other, which also begs the question, if something like this were to ever happen involving two different Vegitos, it really makes you wonder as to which Vegito in this scenario would have the upper hand over the other. But it seemingly enough looks to be a stalemate, as of course we notice how Vegito Rose is desperately trying to strike Vegito Blue, as we later on get to see how evenly matched these two truly are, as Vegito Blue punches Vegito Rose in the stomach, with Vegito Rose having to later do the exact same thing. So despite everything happening, we also get to see in the distance within the background how literally everything is being destroyed due to the immense battle power that these two are putting out. So with Vegito Blue versus Vegito Rose, these two are creating such a shockwave that it's literally leveling everything around them, creating massive explosions, decimating everything around the area. This fight truly is of biblical proportions given the status of how these two are fighting. But meanwhile, back on the battlefield, as Vegito Blue gets behind Vegito Rose, he somehow manages to punch Vegito Rose down to the ground. However, as Vegito Rose begins to stand back up, he increases his power ever so more as Vegito Blue attempts to stop him. So it looks like even after Vegito Rose is knocked down to the floor, he easily stands back up and increases in power that much more. So despite what Vegito Blue is doing here, and no matter how hard he punches him, no matter how hard he hits him, it looks like Vegito Rose stands back up with complete ease and powering up and raising his energy that much more. But what's also interesting about both fighters is the fact that they're both seemingly enough battle damaged and bloody in this fight. So that's how you can tell this fight is getting very intense, when both sides on the spectrum are beginning to shed blood. However, on the other side of the battlefield, the Supreme Kai Gowasu and Trunks look on, as Trunks goes on to make the comment, it seems like Father's fusion with Son Goku is on par with Black's Potara fusion. Unreal. But even if they're equals, why does it feel as if Black has the lead? With Shin having to reply, that's because Black found a weakness. With Gowasu having to reply, although Black and Vegito do seem to be evenly matched, Black doesn't seem to be losing power. It almost feels as if he's growing. Vegito isn't getting weaker either, but he's not getting stronger. I think there is hope for Vegito to win. It seems as if Vegito is baiting Black into something, however, but what? Either way, there is nothing we can do at this point other than watch and wait and see. There is nothing that we can do at this point other than watch and wait and see what will happen. If somehow they lose, we must return to your timeline, Shin, and perhaps request the help of your universe god of destruction, Beerus, for help. as Shin goes on to tell Gowasu, "I'm not sure if even Beerus can stop Vegito Black if he keeps increasing his power this way, but there is something that Vegito Blue is doing that's making me wonder if he has a plan up his sleeve. He could be waiting for the right moment to strike Black where it hurts to win." As of course it is implied by Gowasu that Vegito Black during the course of this battle is increasing in power. Vegito Blue isn't decreasing, but he isn't getting any stronger to begin with. That's why it seems like Black has the upper hand. As of course Gowasu went as far as to tell Shin, "Look, if things go south here, we have to go back to your world and request the help of Beerus to put Vegito Black down." But Shin also goes as far as to make the assumption that perhaps not even Beerus would be enough to put Vegito Rose down if he keeps increasing in power like this. So that's a very bold statement to be put out there by Shin if this fight were to continue the way it is currently right now. Which I don't think that Shin truly understands the plan that Vegito has in baiting Vegito Black in. However, back on the battlefield, Vegito Rose increases in power again in kneeing Vegito Blue so hard that it causes Vegito Blue to cough up spit. As Shin goes on to watch, he goes on to comment he took a direct hit. "This doesn't look good, but he's still hanging in there. Wait a minute. Could Vegito be allowing Black to grow stronger, but draining his stamina?" As the landscape shows off a massive explosion involving both of the Vegitos, Shin is implying that one of the strategies that Vegito may be doing here is allowing Black to get stronger, but simply draining his stamina. And as he's draining his stamina, he's perhaps waiting for the perfect moment to strike and giving him the opportunity he needs in putting Vegito Rose down. But meanwhile, back on the battlefield, Vegito Rose punches Vegito Blue so hard that as Vegito Blue goes staggering backwards, he goes on to comment, "Wow, this is insane. I never thought I'd see the day where I'd be matched in power by someone else. However, you're not even close to pushing me to my breaking point. This is my body, my power, not yours. You may have copied our power, but you will never be able to break our spirit. If you truly think this is the peak of my full power, then you are sadly wrong. I'm going to grind your bones to dust." As of course, Vegito here does not seem to be giving up, even though he does look to be at a disadvantage against Vegito Rose. Regardless of the situation, he goes back in the fight against Vegito Rose. And with that, Shin goes on to comment, "Goodness! Look at them go!" As Trunks cries out, "Incredible!" As Shin goes on to comment, "Has Vegito really found a way to defeat Black? Or is he simply bluffing because it's really hard to tell?" As Gowasu goes on to reply, "I think he may have figured something out, but it's hard to tell since they're fighting." As Shin goes on to comment, "Well, you think so? Can he win?" As Gowasu comments, "It's hard to tell, but he may have a chance if he's able to increase his power," as once again the entire city is being ravaged by the force of these two fighting. As Vegito quickly is able to turn the tables on Vegito Rose and knocking him down to the floor, Vegito Blue is slowly approaching Black as Black quickly stands up and raising his power even more, he goes on to cry out, "You disgraceful, worthless mortal! You think you've won? You think this is over? You've already lost before fusion ever even crossed your minds. I have no weakness. I have no equal. I will break your body first, and I will break your spirit after. This is not your body or your power anymore. You are weak. You are broken. I am not. I am a god, the one above all. Now feel the power of the god of gods." As he punches Vegito once again, Shin goes on to comment, "Damn him, he's increased his power even more once again. How is this possible?" As the two continue to go back and forth, meanwhile in Universe 7, Whis is observing this fight from his staff as he goes on to comment, "It seems like the Saiyans have fused into one." As Whis continues to watch, he goes on to comment, "However, their enemy is also a fusion. In fact, it's them." As Beerus goes on to comment, "So, they fused only to face off against their own fusion. How interesting. I can feel their conflict and energies from here. It's very impressive to see how strong Goku and Vegeta can be when fused together. However, if they don't finish this quickly, then they will die. If worse comes to worse and this Vegito Black arrives in our timeline, then I will see to it that I destroy him myself without hesitation. A warrior like that is too dangerous to keep alive. So here we have two different perspectives in the fact that Shin, since he's actually there witnessing this fight, implying that Beerus cannot possibly destroy Vegito Rose. Meanwhile, Beerus himself goes on to make the claim that if somehow Vegito Blue loses and Vegito Rose arrives in this timeline, then he will not hesitate in destroying him, being the fact that a warrior like this is too dangerous to keep around. But what I really enjoy about this is seeing the fact that even the gods themselves are very uneasy to the situation, but meanwhile in the future it looks like the final showdown is about to happen. Why? Because both Vegito Blue and Vegito Rose are putting all of their power into one attack as we see them both charging up for the final Kamehameha. And as everyone brace themselves, including the Supreme Kai, Gowasu, and Trunks, both Vegito Rose and Vegito Blue cry out, "Final Kamehameha!" As they fire off these attacks, Shin goes on to cry out, "This is it!" As Vegito Black cries out, "Now die!" And with everyone having to watch, Gowasu goes on to claim this is extremely bad. They are even, but neither can do anything. As Shin goes on to comment, "This is the only chance we have in stopping him, but we don't have the power to do anything about it, so it's up to Vegito or we're all going to be destroyed. They need more power." As Trunks cries out, "Don't give in! Keep pushing him!" As a really cool shot of Vegito Rose is shown blowing back the attack, as it looks like both Vegito Rose and Vegito Blue are even. This in and of itself is a really fascinating thing to see, because we've never seen two final Kamehamehas clash against each other from two different variations of Vegito, a good and an evil representation. As of course it looks like Vegito Rose does have the upper hand at some capacity, as he is putting in more energy into his attack. Trunks is later shown grabbing onto his sword as Mai cries out, "Trunks!" As Shin notices this, he quickly cries out, "Trunks, no! Don't jump in! He will kill you! Don't attempt it!" As tears flow from Trunks' eyes, he goes on to cry out, "He took everything from me. I won't stand for this." As Trunks later transforms into Super Saiyan Rage, Vegito Blue is shown doing what he could in halting and pushing back Vegito Rose's final Kamehameha, but then at the same time, Trunks is increasing his energy more and more and more. As he grabs onto his sword, he rushes straight towards the battlefield as this battle is taking place. And with Trunks understanding that this is the only chance they have at survival, what he manages to do is grab onto his sword, pull it out of its place, and using it to stab Vegito Rose directly through the spine into his chest, as he impales Vegito Rose from behind as quickly as he could, creating the only opening that Vegito Blue has right now, and using all of his power to unleash a mass, to finally push back and blowing away Vegito Rose. The first thing that Trunks does after stabbing Vegito Rose from behind is quickly move out of the way, as the final Kamehameha from Vegito Blue overtakes Vegito Rose in disintegrating his body completely. And through the massive explosion, the only thing that could be seen is the silhouette of Vegito Rose's body having to be completely decimated, as Vegito Blue put every ounce of his power into this attack, and not only canceling out Vegito Rose's final Kamehameha, but creating enough force in his attack in completely wiping out Vegito Rose's body. Which by the end of it, Trunks goes on to cry out, "They did it! He's gone!" Black's energy disappeared. As Goku and Vegeta later completely defuse, Trunks goes on to cry out, "They did it! They really beat him! It's finally over! The nightmare is finally over!" As Gowasu goes on to comment, "They really destroyed him completely. What a battle! They defused just in time, otherwise it would have happened during." As Shin goes on to comment, "Is Black really truly gone? I hope he truly is. Trunks did all he could, but if it were not for him, this would have been really bad." As Gowasu approaches Shin, he goes on to tell him, "I am sorry, Shin. I feel as if this was all my fault for allowing Zamasu to become what he hated the most. I am truly sorry. I will see to it that this does not happen ever again, and for us to be more in tune with who we select in becoming our students." As Shin goes on to tell him, It's not your fault, Gowasu-sama. He was torn apart from the inside since the beginning. I'm just happy that this is all over now. As by the end, the author implies that the ending of Trunks having to go into another timeline, and of course Goku and Vegeta going back to their current world, stays the same, with the manga chapter special having to come to a close. Now, I really enjoyed the fight between Vegito Blue and Vegito Rose. Can you imagine if the events involving Zamasu actually played out the way we saw it in this manga special, with Zamasu having to take Vegeta's body instead of wishing for immortality? That in and of itself would have been a huge game changer in seeing Super Saiyan Rose Vegito Black, but what I really also found fascinating is by the end of the story, Trunks was not the victor in conquering Vegito Black, but instead, it was actually Vegito that got the job done with the assistance of Trunks having to impale Vegito Black from behind. So that's what could have happened in Dragon Ball Super originally with Merge Zamasu and Vegito Blue, by having Trunks intervene in giving Vegito Blue the victory, and that's what I really enjoyed about this specific manga chapter, in which you guys can go on ahead and check out all the previous manga chapters located down in the description box below. And of course, if you guys want to see more of these awesome Dragon Ball fan-made mangas, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up, because the author and creator is making more, and you guys won't believe what DBS Nexus has lined up for you guys in the foreseeable future. So again, make sure you guys go on ahead and show some love to this video by slapping a like down below, and also let me know in the comment section below, if Vegito Blue fought Vegito Rose, who would win between Rose and Blue? I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, if you guys are new to this channel, be sure to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn on all notifications, check out the previous videos to this. You guys will find tons of awesome Dragon Ball fan mangas located down in the description box below, and I hope you guys take the time to enjoy. Also, if there's any recommendations or any fan mangas you guys want me to cover, or if you guys have your own fan-made mangas of your own, then be sure to go on ahead and notify me on Instagram or Twitter. Instagram at UnrealDBZ and Twitter at UnrealEntGaming. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, I truly hope you guys enjoyed. Check me out and follow me on my secondary and third channels, in which you will find the links to those down in the description box below. Once more, Vegito Blue versus Vegito Rose was phenomenal. I truly did enjoy that battle, but I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below if you guys also felt the same. Thank you all once more. Tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace!
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to Unrelent Gaming.
Also follow Unrelent Gaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say Unrelent Gaming? Oh my god.
The fuck, Zarbon? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!